we have three suspects flying scarves over their faces.
Please welcome our technical officials to pool deck. Introducing our technical officials for this evening's session. Our starter for the women's event, Margaret Arnold. Our starter for the men's event, Harold Gustav. Our referee for the women's event, Emmy Simsick. And our referee for the men's event, Linda Anderson. And our technical director, Sally Whitehouse. Our technical officials are invited to be seated.
Of night two. What a morning of heats we had today. The athletes were on fire. Some of the times to make these finals were astonishing, and there were such close races as well. A few of the ones that I'm looking forward to tonight are the 200 IM. We have a stacked field of multiple Olympians. Daya Seto from Japan is going in ranked first, but Lewis Klerbert looked very relaxed in his heat this morning. He added 8 seconds onto his current entry time, so we'll be really keen to see what he can do. Tara, what are you looking forward to tonight?
I'm looking forward to the 100-metre butterfly. We had a really good couple of heats this morning. Brittany Castellou, one of our visitors, had a sensational swim. And then we've got Isabella Boyd, who has had a good competition so far. Obviously, Mia Hogan, another one in the women's multi-class, has had a couple of good swims and expect her to be in contention for medals this afternoon.
We also have some of our distance racing on this evening too. So the men's 800 freestyle, definitely one to look out for. Luke Higgs, he's had a great meet so far, and I'm keen to see what time he can swim in the finals tonight. Best of luck to all. Behind the blocks, we have our swimmers in event 23, the mixed 200-metre freestyle relay, para and able-bod.
Take your marks.
In the water in lane 3, we have the team from Geelong. Lane 4, Propulsion. Lane 5, Western Aquatic. And swimming out of lane 6, Ivanhoe Swim.
Action aplenty as we kick off our 4x50 freestyle para and able-bodied relay handicap event. We're going to see these lead change as we go through these 4 legs. So Geelong are off to the nice early lead as they were first to hit the water, but already Western Aquatic Academy has taken over from Propulsion.
Yeah, doing a really good job here. We can see Geelong's about to hand over their third swimmer. relay changeover there. Use momentum, step into those changeovers. We see Western Aquatic is putting on a nice little gap. They're going to be first into the water here to chase down Geelong. Away goes Ivanhoe, and there goes Propulsion.
Lots of tactics in this race. You can order your team however you like. And it is a very tight chase behind, but out in front, Geelong is still leading. And so they are going to lead into this final leg. We will see if Western Aquatic, Ivanhoe Swim and Propulsion can reduce that margin down this final leg.
You can see now we've got a real race on our hands as Ivanhoe have pulled up into second place now. They change over. All the last swimmers in the water. Geelong out there holding on.
And they are all moving nice and quickly, so it is going to be very tight over this final 25. Geelong have held the lead, but they're being chased down by Ivanhoe Swim with 15 metres left to go. Ivanhoe Swim comes up alongside Geelong. Western Aquatic Academy also finishing strong. And here comes Propulsion, but it will be on the wall. Ivanhoe Swim gets the touch ahead of Western Aquatic and Propulsion in third. What a great race to kick off the night.
Introducing the finalists for event 24, the men's 200-metre individual medley. In lane 0 from Nunawading, Oscar Krutzberger. In lane 1 from Nunawading, Samuel Higgs. In lane 2 from Swimming Metro Northeast, Gabriel Gorgas. In lane 3 from Nunawading, Lewis Clarebert. Swimming out of lane 4 from Sopak, Seabom Lee. Swimming in lane 5 from Marion, Harrison Bedell. In lane 6 from Melbourne Swimming Club, Felix Dressel de Bruin. In lane 7 from Warringah Aquatic, Zachary Tay. In lane 8 from Surrey Park, Tannen Kerthedham. And in lane 9 from Nunawading, Callum Haller and Lavelle. These are your A finalists for the men's 200-metre individual medley.
Away we go with the 200 medley for the men. No Diaceto in this one, so we'll look to the Aussie Olympian Seabom Lee in the middle. He'll go up against the New Zealand Olympian Louis Clarebert. Great start out there in lane number 9. That's Cal, Haller and Lavelle from Nunawading.
So it does look like it's going to be a Nunawading 1-2 at this butterfly leg. Callum and Lewis touching first and second, with Seabom Lee in third as we move through into our backstroke.
Yes, we'll be claiming the New Zealand Olympian now. He's called Victorian, a permanent move. So really excited about that one, and good to have some more world-class athletes joining us here at Melbourne.
And he's putting together a really strong backstroke leg, Lewis Clarebert, and extended out to a body length lead over Seabom Lee and Callum Haller and Lavelle. So as we head towards our backstroke to breaststroke turn, it is Lewis who continues to hold that lead and extending it over his rivals. As we move into this breaststroke leg, he's now out by almost 2 body lengths.
We're going to see Seabom move really well on this one. This is his strength. This is what he's going to rely on. Keep an eye on Cal. This is probably his weak leg, but he's also got the freestyle ready to come on after this.
And that battle for the minor places is tightening up with some nice strong swimming from Gabriel and Samuel moving into challenge Cal in this breaststroke leg. But out in front, Lewis has maintained his lead of just over a body length over Seabom Lee as we head into this freestyle.
Great turn there from Seabom, but will he have enough? I don't think there's enough space there. Louis kind of taken off now with 25 to go. The other boys on the outside, Gabriel and Sam, doing a really good job moving up through the field here. Seabom's going to have to keep going here. He's not breathing that way, and there's a chance that they might catch him. But out in front, it will be Louis Clarebert. 1:58.31. That is a very, very swift time. 2:02.9 for third and 2:02.17 for second there.
Behind the blocks, we have the B final of event 24, the men's 200 metre individual medley.
Swimmers clear the pool, please. Take your marks.
So underway in this B final of the men's 200 metre individual medley, and in the centre of the pool, Ewan Smith off to a nice strong start. As we're making our way into this backstroke leg, it is Toby McComish who's now taken over the lead just ahead of Ewan Smith, and Malik sitting in third place. Those three have got it cleared out from the rest of the field through that butterfly leg. And it is Ewan and Malik who continue to hold that nice strong lead as we head into the final 15 metres of backstroke.
I think this B final in particular, we're certainly going to see a lot of those centre lanes who are sitting back a little bit further here start to really push through in the second half. Quite a lot of good breaststrokers just hovering off the field and off the pace, and they're going to make their move through this 50. As we come into the breaststroke, it will be Ewan Smith out in the lead ahead of Malik, and then Toby McComish has just dropped back into that third place spot.
And Ewan's now starting to pull away in this breaststroke leg. We know he's a strong butterflyer, good backstroker. He's been really obviously putting some work in on his breaststroke. He's holding off a body link lead from Malik as he heads towards the final 15 metres here. Good second 25 breaststroke for Malik, and he's now starting to close the gap. Ewan had extended it out to almost a body length. Now it's down to half a body length as they make that final turn.
So less than a second separating first and second out of this B final for the men's 200 metre individual medley. Ewan Smith, though, took off from the first 25 of this freestyle. He saw Malik coming up right alongside him, and he said, no way, no thank you. Starting to really shift into a clear third place spot was Elson Lee through the breaststroke, and he's now holding off a fast-paced finish from Toby McComish. But I don't think it will be enough for the boys to catch up to Ewan Smith, who will take out this second final in a 207.60 ahead of Malik 208.25, and then coming in third was Elson Lee 210.19. Presenting our medalists for event 23, the mixed 200 metre freestyle relay for our para and able-bodied athletes. Winners of the bronze medal, propulsion A. Winners of the silver medal, Western Aquatic A. And winners of the gold medal in a time of 2:13.38, Ivanhoe Swim A. We're now going to head down onto pool deck where Jordan is with our 200 metre individual medley winner, Lewis Clarebert.
Evening everyone, we're down here with Louis Clarebert, winner of the 200 IM, now a Victorian native as he told us last night. Most important question, it's footy season in 3 weeks, have you got a team?
I do, yeah. Melbourne people probably won't be too happy with me, but I'm a Gold Coast Sun supporter now.
Yeah, that's all right, I think that's the second team for a lot of people. That's day 2 done, no more swims tonight, thankfully, we had 3 yesterday. What's left for us?
2 breasts, 400 AM. Yeah, pretty excited. Petrick will be back tomorrow, so hopefully have some more head-to-head battles, and yeah, I'm excited.
Brilliant, thanks. Good luck.
Introducing the finalists for event 25, the women's 400 metre freestyle. In lane 0 from MLC, Lucy Ma. In lane 1 from Caulfield Aquatics, Arabella Tomlinson. In lane 2 from Nunawading, Kira Jeffs. In lane 3 from Southern Performance, Molly Walker. In lane 4 from North Shore Swimming New Zealand, Erica Fairweather. In lane 5 from Melbourne Vic Centre, Tara Kinder. In lane 6 from Surrey Park, Arika Adenko. In lane 7 from Nunawading, Lucy Doyle. In lane 8 from MLC, Abby Mesher. And in lane 9 from Nunawading, Madison Brand. These are your finalists for event 25, the women's 400 metre freestyle.
Take your marks.
Where we go with our 400 freestyle. Looking towards the middle of the pool there, Erica Fairweather. Great 800 last night. Really do like her and the way she swims her 400s internationally. So hopefully we'll see another clinic this evening.
And she does look like she's setting off nice and strongly. Through that first 50, she's established a clear lead over both Tara Kinder and Molly Walker. We saw Tara have a big double yesterday with that 400 metre IM into the 200 backstroke. She's starting off with another one here, 400 freestyle. She's got a big program this week and she's definitely attacking all her events.
Yeah, big program for her. Not really known for a 400 freestyle, but cool to see her in this one. Bit of a workhorse, especially with the 4 IM. But through the first 100 here is Erica, 58.15.
She's looking really controlled out in front. That tempo's nice and high. Post the 800s, I think she was more focusing on trying to get out a little bit stronger in her other races. And she's definitely done that here through the first 100. 58.1's a really strong opening. She continues to extend away from both Tara Kinder and Molly Walker, who are sitting side by side, 5 metres behind her.
Yeah, she looks to be pushing that rate really well. Staying on top of it, staying nice and high. Keeping that momentum ticking over, moving forward. You can see the legs are nice and steady. Really even in control in that. But again, the girls just back there, Molly and Erica, doing a really good job. Molly was second in that 800 last night.
As we make our way towards this 200 metre turn, the halfway mark of our women's 400 freestyle Victorian Open final, Erica turns under that 2-minute mark, so really good speed through that first 200. Molly continues to hold that slight lead over Tara as they make their way into this third 100.
Just having a look there at Erica, a little bit of technique. Really enjoying the way that she breathes, really sharp. Not losing any momentum. A lot of athletes struggle getting in a quick breath. They sit on that breath a little bit too long. You can see that she's quite early on the breath, getting it in quickly and then getting back down to the momentum. Obviously, when we swim, we're a little bit faster with the head down, hence the sprint freestyles don't breathe as much. Obviously, if we could, we wouldn't breathe all 400, it'd be a lot faster. But unfortunately, not the case. But Erica's doing the best job she can by being quick with her breath.
And that is really paying off for her as she continues to extend her lead out in front. That nice high tempo she set in that first 100 has remained unchanged as she works her way through this 300 metre turn. Another 31 second 50. And now Molly Walker's pulled clear of Tara Kinder in that battle for second and third.
Yeah, Molly's a little bit more of a freestyler than Tara, so time for her to put in a little bit of work last 100 metres, but Tara is an absolute racer at heart, so she'll be going gangbusters here to stay with her. And again, the younger girls in lane 1, 2 and 6, all going really well. They'll be focusing on Australian age.
So with 35 metres left to swim, It is all Erica Fairweather out in front. Our visitor from New Zealand. She was our champion in the 800 last night. She's going to be our champion once again in the 400 tonight. She's really brought the legs in nice and strongly in this final 100 as she keeps that head down all the way into the wall. 4:02.52, great swim there. Really strong, world-class performance. Taking out the Victorian all-comers records. Set back at the 2007 World Championship. So great swim there from Erica Fairweather to take down Laura Manadou's Victorian all-comers record. Molly Walker in second and Tara Kinder in third.
Presenting the medalists for event 24, the men's 200 metre individual medley. Winner of the bronze medal from SOPAC, Seabom Lee. Winner of the silver medal from Swimming Metro Northeast, Gabriel Gorgas. And winner of the gold medal in a time of 1:58.31 from Nunawading, Lewis Clarebert. Introducing the finalists for event 26, the men's 100 metre breaststroke multiclass. In lane 1 from Dannevirke, New Zealand, Jonty Joseph Howland. In lane 2 from Flinders Phoenix, Callum Simpson. In lane 3 from Traralgon, Lockie Bellion. In lane 4 from Northcote Swim Club, Miles Parfitt. In lane 5 from Melton, Benjamin Wills. In lane 6 from Yarra Plenty Waves, Cooper Harrington. And in lane 7 from Geelong, Bradley Doolan. These are your finalists for event 26, the men's 100 metre breaststroke multiclass.
Take your marks.
Out well here in lane number 4 is Miles Parfitt of Northcote. Off to an absolute flyer early here in this 100 breaststroke.
It's one of our athletes in that SB19 category alongside Benjamin. So those two are having a head-to-head race here in our time final of the men's 100 metre breaststroke multi-class. A reminder, in our multi-class events, their times are converted into a point score based on their individual classifications world records, and that point score determines our winners.
So a really tight battle there across Cal from the sunny coast, Lockie Bellion, who we've seen plenty of, and Ben Wills there in lane number 5.
So with 25 metres left to swim, Miles continues to hold the lead, the athlete from Northcote Swimming Club. He's chasing down his personal best time of a 1:17.42 as he heads underneath the flags. He's giving himself a good chance to swim a PB here on night 2 of our finals, and he does just that to be first to the wall here in the 100 breaststroke. Benjamin gets the touch ahead of Lockie for second. So next into the wall is going to be Bradley Doolan, swimming out of lane 7, the 31-year-old from Geelong. He's about to make his way underneath the flags, just ahead of Jonty. And those two conclude the action in our 100 metre breaststroke multi-class time final.
Presenting the medalists for event 25, the women's 400 metre freestyle. Winner of the bronze medal from Melbourne Vic Centre, Tara Kinder. Winner of the silver medal from Southern Performance, Molly Walker. And winner of the gold medal in a time of 4:02.52, representing North Shore Swimming Club New Zealand, Erica Fairweather. Introducing the finalists for event 27, the women's 100-metre breaststroke multiclass. In lane 0 from Sale, Mackenzie Gibbs. In lane 1 from Ballarat Gold, Anna Layton. In lane 2 from Bendigo East, Michaela Soko. In lane 3 from Hungary, Dorothy Pascoe. In lane 4 from Ivanhoe Swim, Akuha Nakahigashi. In lane 5 from Ivanhoe Swim, Grace Ryder. In lane 6 from Geelong, Brianna Binns. In lane 7 from Essendon District Aquatic, Abby Glaran. In lane 8 from MLC, Ruby Halliday. And in lane 9 from Western Melbourne Propulsion, Scarlett Morgan. These are your finalists for event 27, the women's 100-metre breaststroke multiclass.
Case start. Take your marks.
So women are often racing in the 100 breaststroke multi-class as they make their way through this opening 25. It's our Ivanhoe Swim teammates in the centre of the pool that are the early leaders.
Really liking Kua and the way she swims her breaststroke. Really measured in the way that she rises out of the water and dives down into each stroke.
She's getting fantastic length out of every stroke, like really driving forward, nice and long between every stroke, getting maximum value out of both her pull and her kick.
Yeah, her timing between her kick and then when she's driving forward into her glide is what is making the difference here.
She's showing her experience as one of the older athletes in the field. She makes her way down with 15 metres left to swim. Her teammate Grace Ryder is still sitting in second place, but being closely challenged by both Dorothy and Brianna. So the battle for second to the wall is going to be nice and tight, but Akua is the first to touch the wall here. A reminder, these times are going to be compared with their classifications world records to determine our medalists and state champion. So making our way into touch over in lane 0 is Mackenzie Gibbs, SB9 athlete from Sale at just 13 years of age, with Scarlett Morgan going to conclude the action here in lane 9.
Presenting the medalists for event 26, the men's 100-metre breaststroke multiclass. Winner of the bronze medal from Geelong, Bradley Doolan. Winner of the silver medal from Traralgon, Lockie Bellion. And winner of the gold medal in a time of 1:27.29 from Flinders Phoenix, Callum Simpson. Introducing the finalists for event 28, the men's 800-metre freestyle. In lane 0 from Ballarat Gold, Marley Sutherland. In lane 1 from Surrey Park, Jessie Phillips. In lane 2 from North Albury Swimming Club, Lewis Krutzberger. In lane 3 from Swimming Metro Northeast, Jack Cummins. In lane 4 from Warringah Aquatic, Luke Higgs. In lane 5 from Marion, Corbin Powell. In lane 6 from Nunawading, Joshua Carnes. In lane 7 from Nunawading, Oscar Campbell. In lane 8 from Wharenui Swim Club New Zealand, Soren Wells. And in lane 9 from Camberwell Grammar Aquatic, Liam Paulson. These are your finalists for event 28, the men's 800 metre freestyle.
Swim and relax. Take your marks.
Pretty even start across the board there. No one really looking to take charge early, but we'll give them the first 50 and find out.
So we saw a number of these boys swimming in the 200 freestyles this morning. So they've had a crack at the shorter distance. Now they've got the time final of this 800. We had a heat this morning that competed, posted the times that this heat needs to beat if they want to jump into the medal positions. And it is Luke Higgs, who's our fastest qualifier by a considerable margin, starting to establish his dominance in this opening 100.
Yeah, based on seed times, he's 20 seconds ahead of the rest of the field. So we'll see him, as he is doing now, taking control of the race, setting up his pace nice and early. See a few of the other gents are getting out early, trying to put some money in the bank, some time banked up early. Luke there, 57.55, and Corbin, the other athlete, under 1 minute, 59.9.
But it is nice and tightly bunched behind Luke. So Luke's established that dominance in that first 100. There's a number of athletes going with Corbin. Josh Carnes, Oscar Campbell. Clubmates from Nunawading are going stroke for stroke in that battle for third place, just behind Corbin Powell.
You can already see a few different techniques and styles early on here. Who's breathing which way? So we can see the boys on lane 5 and 6 will breathe to each other as they head back down to the 200 metre mark. See Oscar there in lane 7. Not as heavy on the legs as the other two, and certainly not as heavy as Luke, who's leading us through here in 1:58.57. So he's certainly on a mission here.
And it sounds silly to say that the 800 is becoming more and more of a sprint. So we're seeing that crossover between some of those open water boys and more the sprint orientated ones. That's why you comment on Oscar. We know he can give those 10K open waters a crack, so that's probably why he's not using his legs as much as some of the other boys alongside him. But out in front, Luke is continuing to look really strong and making sure he works his legs nice and strongly off every wall.
Yeah, you can see Luke's probably more of a 2.48 guy. He swims slightly higher stroke rate, leaning forward, a little bit heavier on the legs, and you can see Oscar back there in lane number 7. Open water background. You can also see Jesse Phillips out there in lane number 1, also looks slightly open water based. not so heavy on the legs, kind of bouncing in the water, kind of doing a little bit of a gallop, as we like to say. As we look here, Luke Higgs, 2:59.97. So still going through sub minutes.
Has been hitting those 30-second repeats. So that minute mark is catching up to him pretty quickly, and it will probably get him on this next 50. He has an entry time and personal best of an 8:04.45. So he knows that he needs to repeat those 200s at a 2:01s to get that near that entry time of his. Great battle between Corbin and Joshua for second and third, as they're both at 32 lows on their 50. So it's about a 2.5 second difference per 50 between Luke and those chasing him as he continues to extend away as he approaches this 400-metre turn. So that 4-minute mark has just eluded him as he makes his way through in a 30.7 for that 50. And Corbin now has started to pull away from Josh at this halfway mark.
Yeah, Luke doing a really good job there. 4:01.49 through the 400. Last night went 3:55. So looking really strong. He was also out nice and strong in that 200. So he's definitely giving this a red hot crack. He's down with an 8:04.
And once again, he doesn't work the underwaters that long, but when he comes up, that 6-speed kicks right going from the get-go. Doesn't take long to warm up, pops up, 6-speed kick straight away.
So just started to notice now he's started a little bit of a gallop there. See the screws are turning. 500 through, 5:03.42.
So when you talk gallop, what are you looking for, or what are you seeing?
When I'm seeing a gallop here, I'm seeing it's kind of close to a horse. It's a tempo. So rather than a count like a 1, 2, 3, 4, it's a 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. So that's when you see a gallop. You'll see one arm is a little bit longer, a little bit more extended, and the other arm's a little bit shorter, and it's usually a belt around their breath. It's not necessarily a bad thing. It's not necessarily a good thing. It's just a style.
Keeping those legs going throughout this whole 800. That 6-speed kick has remained, so he's obviously put a lot of work into his kick to be able to maintain that nice strong 6-speed kick throughout this 800. Behind him, Corbin Powell continues to extend from Joshua Carnes in that battle for second and third. Not to be discounted are the boys over the far side. Both Jesse and Jack are starting to make a little bit of ground on Josh in this last part of this 800.
There's got a bit of work here to do. 6:05.63, obviously a tough part of the season. So if that's the PB of 8:04, got a little bit of work to do. But that middle of the race is really difficult, really tough, and he definitely was moving well and moving fast through that first 400, putting a lot of pressure on himself to get out there and see if he can get under that 8-minute mark. I'm sure was probably pinned there as the season's target. But yeah, he's doing really good here, building through. We've got 1:25 to go.
As he makes his way towards that final 100 metres, and he'll hear the bell. We get a fantastic shot from those Hawkeye cameras of that turn. He extends his lead out to 30 metres, with just 75 metres left to swim. So this has been a fantastic display from Luke Higgs, from Moringa Aquatic, as he makes his way through his final turn and into his final 50. Once again, popping straight up, that 6-speed kick nice and strong. He works his way into this final 25.
lose a turn now that Ian is letting it all go, laying it on the line now. Couple more meters until he's done. Incredible swim with him. 8:08.61. A little bit outside what he's got down on the sheet, but an incredible swim, especially at this part of the season. Got Nationals in April on the Gold Coast and then trials in June. We'll look out for him.
Next into the wall is going to be Corbin Powell. That battle for third is getting very tight. Can Josh hold on a fast charging Jack Cummins? And on the touch, Josh does hold on for third position, just ahead of Jack and Jesse and Soren. So that battle for bronze was nice and tight across the entire field. So good race for the minor medal there.
Presenting the medalists for event 27, the women's 100-metre breaststroke multiclass. Winner of the bronze medal representing Hungary, Dorothy Pascoe. Winner of the silver medal from MLC, Ruby Halliday. And winner of the gold medal in a time of 1:23.24 from Ivanhoe Swim, Ikuha Nakahagashi. Introducing the finalists for event 29, the women's 100-metre butterfly. In lane 0 from Melbourne Vic Centre, Sophie Jacka. In lane 1 from Nunawading, Alana Torrance. In lane 2 from Sopak, Heidi Schumack. In lane 3 from St Andrews, Mackenzie Burns. In lane 4 from Nunawading, Isabella Boyd. In lane 5 from Tea Tree Gully, Brittany Castelluzzo. In lane 6 from Caulfield Aquatics, Mia Yeo. In lane 7 from Melbourne Vic Centre, Lily Kosh. In lane 8 from St Andrews, Rafaela Capellu. And in lane 9 from Nunawading, Courtney Mudge. These are your finalists for event 29, the women's 100-metre butterfly.
Take your marks.
Underway in the final of our women's 100-metre fly, and a really strong start from both Mackenzie Burns and Brittany Castellello as they lead through that first 25. Isabel Boyd is now starting to make some ground in them as we approach this first turn. So it will be Brittany who leads through at the 50, ahead of Isabella Boyd, with Mackenzie Burns sitting in third place. Once again, really strong turn from Brittany. She's out to a half body length lead over Isabella Boyd as they've got 25 metres left to swim, with Mackenzie Burns sitting in third place. Isabella Boyd is starting to reduce that margin to Brittany out in front. It's under half a body length with 10 metres left to swim. As they come underneath the flags, Izzy's coming nice and strong, but isn't going to quite get there. Brittany with a nice strong time of 57.99 takes it out ahead of Isabella Boyd, with Mackenzie Burns in third.
Behind the blocks, we have the B final for event 29, the women's 100-metre butterfly.
Our B final is underway for the women's 100-metre butterfly, and it's a nice even start across the field as we make our way through this opening 25. It is our swimmer from Traralgon, Jessica Whiting, who leads just ahead of Jemana Fahmy, who broke the age group state record in the 50-metre butterfly 2 times yesterday. So it will be Jessica who leads through that opening 50. Rihanna Chen's now moved into second, with Lucy Abbott in third. Rihanna Chen has now moved into the lead with 25 metres left to swim. Lucy Abbott holding on to second place. Our early leader, Jessica, not to be denied though. She's come back up alongside them with 15 metres left to swim. In the centre of the pool, Rihanna Chen is holding on to a slight lead as she comes underneath the flags here in the B final and is going to take it out. Ahead of Jessica with Henrietta Wong in third.
Presenting the medalists for event 28, the men's 800-metre freestyle. Winner of the bronze medal from Nunawading, Joshua Carnes. Winner of the silver medal from Marion, Corbin Powell. And winner of the gold medal in a time of 8:08.61 from Warringah Aquatic, Luke Higgs. We're now going to head down onto pool deck where Jordan's with our gold medalist.
Down with our gold medalist, Luke Higgs. Fantastic 800 freestyle from you. Is that the pet event?
Oh yeah, that's what I like to focus on most in training and racing, yeah.
So we're a New South Wales boy, swimming out of Manly there. Rugby league fan?
Oh, I'm swimming out of Warringah, but yeah. I like Manly Seagulls a bit, but yeah, I don't follow it crazy.
Surf swimmer, surf lifesaving as well?
I used to, a bit in the background, but I'm slowly focusing more on pool, yeah.
So 800 the focus, we're swimming 400, 1500. What are we focusing on this season?
Training more for the 15, because hopefully for junior Pan Packs. But yeah, a bit of 4-3, a bit of 4am, yeah.
Nice, well good luck.
Introducing the finalists for event 30, the men's 50-metre butterfly. In lane 0 from SOPAC, Carlos Musa. In lane 1 from Caulfield Aquatics, James Ward. In lane 2 from St Andrews, Cash Milner. In lane 3 from Swimming Metro Northeast, Joseph Hampson. In lane 4 from St Andrews, Isaac Cooper. In lane 5 from Marion, Matthew Temple. In lane 6 from New Zealand, Christopher Elson. In lane 7 from St Andrews, Jack Carr. Out of lane 8 from Ivanhoe Swim, Eli Billman. And swimming in lane 9 from United Swimming Club New Zealand, Cameron Gray. These are your finalists for event 30, the men's 50-metre butterfly.
So away here for the men's 50-metre butterfly final. And it is Isaac Cooper in the centre of the pool. Is off to a really strong start, just ahead of Matthew Temple. Those two are 1-2 at the 25. Joseph Hampson's also swimming nice and strongly. With 15 metres left to swim, Isaac Cooper holds a slight lead over Matthew Temple. Those two go underneath the flags together and down to touch, and it will be Isaac Cooper who just gets to the touch, 3/100ths a second ahead of Matthew Temple, with Joseph Hampson in third.
Behind the blocks, we have the B final of event 30, the men's 50-metre butterfly.
So nice strong start from Tristan Waugh in lane 3. He led through at the 15-metre mark. He still holds that lead at that 25-metre just ahead of Kane in lane 4. Those two are first and second with 15 metres left to swim here in the B final. Kane's coming right up alongside Tristan underneath the flags, but it will be Tristan who led from start to finish to take out the B final in a nice swift time.
Presenting the medalists for event 29, the women's 100-metre butterfly. Winner of the bronze medal from St Andrews, Mackenzie Burns. Winner of the silver medal from Nunawading, Isabella Boyd. And winner of the gold medal in a time of 57.99 from Tea Tree Gully, Brittany Castelluzzo. We are now going to head down to pool deck where Jordan is standing with Brittany, ready to have a chat.
Yes, down here with our world champion, well, world championship competitor in the 2-fly, 4x2. What else are we going for this season?
Yeah, mainly those two, the 2-fly, 4x2, also the 100-fly a little bit, and maybe the 4x1 free relay, but that's obviously a very hard one to break into at the moment, so yeah, probably not on the radar this year.
Hey, there's some space in that 4x1 this year. There's a few retirees, and we've lost Arnie in the 4x2, so you could be a go-to for our relays this season. Is there anything else on the radar this year?
We're going to Flagstaff in a few weeks to do some altitude training, which would be good, and then nationals and then trials, so it all comes around pretty quick this time of year.
Awesome. It's a pleasure to have you, and thanks for coming.
Introducing the finalists for event 31, the women's 100-metre backstroke. In lane 0 from Nunawading, Alyssa Lever. In lane 1 from St Andrews, Madison McKenna. In lane 2 from Melbourne Vic Centre, Jessica Wilson. In lane 3 from Caulfield Aquatics, Alexandra Skinner. In lane 4 from Highlanders, Alyssa Burgess. In lane 5 from Nunawading, Semra Olawani. In lane 6 from Melbourne Vic Centre, Alana Banks. In lane 7 from Nunawading, Jessie Steinman. In lane 8 from Melbourne Swimming Club, Zara Olawani. And in lane 9 from MLC, Lucy Ma. These are your finalists for event 31, the women's 100-metre backstroke.
Great start there from Semra, but coming up first there is our swimmer in lane number 4, Alyssa Burgess, swimming out of Highlanders in WA.
She's put together a really strong opening 25. a body length clear of the rest of the field, who are really tightly bunched. So that battle for second and third is really tight down this opening 50, but out in front, Alyssa Burgess got a body length lead, turns under the 30-second mark, Semra in second, Alexandra Skinner in third.
Unreal breakout there from Alyssa. Really smooth, popped up, carrying that momentum and continuing on here. But here comes Semra making a bit of a move in this 25.
Yeah, Semra's moved up to her knees, so making some ground in this second 50, but it was a really strong opening 50 from Alyssa, gave her that clear advantage. Semra's trying to close it down in this final 15 metres, but Alyssa is going to hold on out in front to take out the state title, 101.52. Semra Oliwani in second, and Alexandra Skinner in third.
Behind the blocks, we have the B final for event 31, the women's 100-metre backstroke.
Take your marks.
Up well is a visitor from Norwood there in lane number 9, Mia Holler. She's going strong with the bottom half of the pool here, and up there on the top half there also neck and neck. There's no real leader in this one so far.
Yeah, we saw off the heats this morning. This is quite a tight field. Most of the athletes sitting around that 107.5. No one really going out after it in the first 50. Sarah Cooper will turn in first, 31.75. She was ahead of Kira Jeffs, 31.86, with Hannah Abdu sitting in third.
Talking about Kira there, unreal underwater, really utilising it. Probably one of the only girls there that actually went to the underwaters.
So those three who turned out in front maintain that little bit of a lead over the rest of the field now as they come under the flags. Looks like Hannah Abdu is going to get this one. It'll all be about that touch on the wall. It was still close. Hannah will take it out in a 105.26 ahead of Sarah Cooper, 105.48, with Kira in third, 105.79. Presenting the medalists for event 30, the men's 50-metre butterfly. Winner of the bronze medal from Swimming Metro Northeast, Joseph Hampson. Winner of the silver medal from Marion, Matthew Temple. And winner of the gold medal in a time of 23.72 from St Andrews, Isaac Cooper. Introducing the finalists for event 32, the men's 200-metre freestyle. In lane 0 from Melbourne Vic Centre, Nick Sloman. In lane 1 from Nunawading, Tommy Lane. In lane 2 from Nunawading, Oscar Krutzberger. In lane 3 from Swimming Metro Northeast, Gabriel Gorgas. In lane 4 from Tiger Shark Swimming Club, Cameron Bladen. In lane 5 from Western Melbourne Propulsion, James McBride. In lane 6 from Sopak, Seabohm Lee. In lane 7 from Caulfield Aquatics, George Huang. In lane 8 from Bendigo East, Henry Allen. And in lane 9 from Western Melbourne Propulsion, Lachlan Jacket Simpson. These are your finalists for event 32, the men's 200 metre freestyle.
Clean start to the middle of the pool there from the gentleman, but lane 9, Lockie Jacket Simpson, sorry. Great start. He's a bit of a sprint freestyler, 1500, but moving into this 200. Also swimming well in the middle there is Cam Bladden. He was fastest through to the final last night in the 100 freestyle. Ended up in 3rd spot. Looking to rectify there. Great turn there from Lockie in lane number 9. Big underwaters.
Yeah, he certainly did a beautiful job of that streamline, still maintaining a nice first 100 here. We do know that these boys who are going out quickly, they do have a lot of that front end speed. Keep an eye on a few of the boys sitting back now, as we saw a lot of them start to really make their way through in this third 50. As we turn at the 100 metre mark, Cameron Bladen leads us through in a 52.91, ahead of Gabriel Gorgas, 53.77, and James McBride has now moved his way into 3rd place spot.
Pretty solid first 100 there. Sub 53 is looking to go out, finish in 150. He's going really well there. And James McBride starting to make a move here. Gabriel there going well.
As they do hit that 150 metre mark now, Cameron Bladen with a full body length lead over Gabriel Gorgas, and it's tight between him and James McBride for 2nd and 3rd. Really starting to try and push up in lane 2 is Oscar Krutzberger, and also still doing really well down in lane 9 is Lachlan Jacket Simpson, but I think this one certainly belongs to Cameron Bladen as he comes down under the flags. It's going to be a fast swim, 147.98. We're now going to head down to pool deck, where Nick is with our gold medalist from the women's 100 metre backstroke, Alyssa Burgess.
So a really strong swim there with that 101 in February. We were happy with your time there?
Yeah, definitely. It's a harder part of the season, coming back from Christmas and New Year's and just grinding away for the first part of the year. So definitely happy with that here.
So you've made the trip over from WA. You come over with a couple of club mates from the Waste group. Is it always nice to come over to the Victorian Championships and have a hit out in mid-February?
Yeah, this is my 3rd year in a row coming here, and I do love this meet. I love how it's ran. It's always on time. And it's a good time in the year for us. We've had, a solid training block beforehand. So yeah, always enjoy coming over here.
So you've recently got a new coach. How's that all going with the WA program you've got going over there?
It's really good. Ian's integrated really well into our program, and I think how he looks at swimming and approaches our training sessions is something that we all are learning, and he's learning from us, we're learning from him, so it's been really good so far.
So Josh Ong's one of your teammates. As a former Victorian, Josh, hopefully he's looking after you and shows you the ropes when you come over to state champions over here.
Yeah, he's always good at telling us good places to eat. Definitely lunches and sushi trains seems to be the place that we always hit when we're over here.
Congratulations on a great swim, and we look forward to seeing you once again later in the meet.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thanks, Nick and Alyssa. We head back onto the pool deck now for our B final of the men's 200 metre freestyle.
Great to see our swimmer in lane number 7 make that race. Obviously swam earlier tonight, Oscar Campbell, but going out nice and fast early is Enzo Fath in lane number 3. Sorry, that's Joseph Hampson in lane number 2. Enzo Fath in lane number 3 is trying to go with him.
turn through here in the first 50. Joseph there, 26.24.
Yeah, nice positive opening 50 from both those boys, giving themselves a chance to post a really strong time in the B final.
Same's got to be said here by Ollie McKenzie in lane 5. Putting it all on the line in this first 100.
Yeah, he's really taken off in this second 50. He's pulled out to a clear lead.
54.27, really solid first 100. He's just got himself back from the Dubai Open. He travelled there with the Victorian team.
And once again, he's moving down this third 50, so he's given himself every chance to post a really strong time here, as he's got the B final under control. The battle behind them is nice and tight though, so it's all Oliver McKenzie out in front, but Hang Tang Wang's putting together a really strong performance. The young 14-year-old in lane 9 is trying to take it up to some of those more experienced athletes in the centre of the pool.
So you can see here, Ollie's working really hard. He's also working extra hard because he's circling the lane. Probably not the best thing to do in a 200. It is a race. You can swim down the middle of the pool. There's no need to be circling, so something to work on for Ollie there. Breathing away here and coming up alongside him is Harry Hay. As we head under the wall, it will be really tight as we come to the touch now. Harry getting over here, Ollie there, 153.66, 153.74.
Presenting the medalists of event 31, the women's 100-metre backstroke. Winner of the bronze medal from Caulfield Aquatics, Alexandra Skinner. Winner of the silver medal from Nunawading, Semra Olawani. And winner of the gold medal in a time of 101.52 from Highlanders, Alyssa Burgess. Introducing the finalists for event 33, the women's 50-metre freestyle multiclass. In lane 0 from Caulfield Aquatics, Amber Stelling. In lane 1 from Warragul, Tyra Jensen. In lane 2 from Ballarat Gold, Anna Layton. In lane 3 from Western Aquatic Academy, Al Feely. In lane 4 from Corowa, Mia Hogan. In lane 5 from Ballarat Gold, Sarah Howe. In lane 6 from Wharenui Swim Club New Zealand, Lily Fox Mason. In lane 7 from Sale Swimming Club, Mackenzie Gibbs. In lane 8 from Surrey Park, Brooke Kafer. And in lane 9 from Flyers, Kira Warwick. These are your finalists for event 33, the women's 50-metre freestyle multiclass.
So 50 free multi-class for women is in the pool and underway, and in the centre it is Mia Hogan, who's off to a really strong start. She's flying down the pool, our S13 athlete. At just 13 years of age, she's one of our youngest in the field, is the youngest, but will be first to the wall. A reminder that we'll be comparing their times to their individual classifications to work out our champions. But Mia, swimming sub 30, nearly breaks that 29-second barrier with a 29.15. Sarah Howe second to the wall. Now rounding out is Kira Warwick in lane 9 from the Flyers. In a 45, taking a personal best there, time there as well.
Presenting the medalists for event 32, the men's 200 metre freestyle. Winner of the bronze medal from propulsion, James McBride. Winner of the silver medal from swimming Metro Northeast, Gabriel Gorgas. And winner of the gold medal in a time of 1:47.98 from Tiger Sharks, Cameron Bladen. Introducing the finalists for event 34, the men's 50 metre freestyle multiclass. In lane 0 from Nunawading, James Shield. In lane 1 from Oasis Otters, Kelvin Tran. In lane 2 from Warrnambool, Eli Kerr. In lane 3 from Geelong Sharks, James Logan. In lane 4 from Marion, Rowan Crothers. In lane 5 from Melbourne Vic Centre, Nicholas Layton. In lane 6 from Traralgon, Lockie Bellion. In lane 7 from Melbourne, Dominic Barnett. In lane 8 from Westbourne Swim Club, William Fort. And in lane 9 from Geelong, Bradley Doolan. These are your finalists for event 34, the men's 50 metre freestyle multiclass.
Great start in the middle of the pool there from Nicky and Rowan. Sprint specialists, these boys are absolutely flying here. These guys will look unreal in our open 50 freestyle tomorrow. But it is Rowan out in front. He's probably got a body length, an arm stroke, sorry. 23.66, 24.19. Great swimming from the gents there. 28.45 is James Logan. We see plenty of James in all these events.
Presenting the medalists for event 33, the women's 50 metre freestyle multiclass. Winner of the bronze medal from Wharenui Swim Club, Lily Fox Mason. Winner of the silver medal from Ballarat Gold, Sarah Howe. And winner of the gold medal in a time of 29.15 from Corowa, Mia Hogan. Introducing the finalists for event 35, the women's 200 metre breaststroke. In lane 0 from MLC, Lucy Reid. In lane 1 from Surrey Park, Farida Taha. In lane 2 from Swimming Metro Northeast, Lexi Harrison. In lane 3 from Sopak, Heidi Schumack. In lane 4 from Melbourne Vic Centre, Tara Kinder. In lane 5 also from Melbourne Vic Centre, Lily Kosh. In lane 6 from Nunawading, Riddell Smith. In lane 7 from Swim Zone Racing New Zealand, Hannah Sampson. In lane 8 from Nunawading, Kayla Enters. And in lane 9 from Bendigo East, Miller Abley. These are your finalists for event 35, the women's 200 metre breaststroke.
Great starts from the training partners in the middle of the pool, Lily and Tara. Cool to see two different approaches here early on. Lily using every bit of her length and height there lowest stroke count. Tara looking to use her age and experience, but in lane 6, Rydell, she's out well. She's out with the girls.
Through the heats this morning, we really saw these girls take off through the second 100 in this 200-metre breaststroke. It was almost like they were lying in wait and then just continued to extend that lead. Tara Kinder does such a great job of maintaining a stroke that looks really easy throughout her swims, and it doesn't look like she's putting in a massive amount of effort above the water, but you know that she's holding really great water and efficiency underneath.
Yeah, great turn from Tara there. She leads us through in 1:12.01. Lily just getting a little bit stuck, and she started to fall back behind the other girls. Rydell's going really well. She's sitting up alongside Tara there. Can certainly see the theme now in breaststroke is to swim slightly similar to Stubbly Cook, where it's slightly even, but we're taking off and making a dramatic impact on that second 100.
Definitely something we've been seeing more often is the first and the second 100 being a lot closer in that split. As we turn for home, Tara Kinder is pretty comfortably in the lead. She's got almost a body length ahead of the next 3 athletes. And Riddell and Lily Koch now battling it out for that second place spot, with Heidi just falling behind, really off the underwater there.
Yeah, Rydell's working really, really hard to hold that streamline and extension at the end of each stroke. Lily's really starting to pick up her stroke rate, looking completely different to that first 50. But out in front it is Tara as we head underneath the flags now. She's been in control from the get-go. She'll touch in 2:28.75. Great swim there. Followed through in 2:31.14 by Lily, and Rydell there in 2:31.69.
And before we move on to our B final, we are going to head down to pool deck, where Nick is with Rowan Crothers after a fiery 50 freestyle.
Another fantastic swim from you, Rowan. 3 Paralympics, 28 years of age, you just keep getting better.
Yeah, I mean, swimming's just good fun, you know. And I think the thing that keeps me going and keeps me motivated to keep swimming and keep trying to get faster is not just that love of the sport, but it's also the love of the people that's around, the communities, the fact that as elite athletes, we get to be role models and inspirations for younger kids with or without disability, to show them that, you know, it doesn't matter what makes you a little different or otherwise, like you can still get in, have a crack, make some friends and have a hell of a lot of fun.
Which is exactly what everyone wants to hear about sport, that it's from right at the beginner level to the elite level. It's exciting and it's fun and enjoyable. Talk about your squad group that you've got going over in South Australia.
Yeah, I moved to Sassy at the beginning of last year, and it's been so phenomenal to be around some real world-class, like Olympic-level, able-bodied swimming talent. I get to train alongside Matt Temple every single day. His butterfly times and my freestyle times are neck and neck, so we make real good training partners, but it's just such an incredible group of really, really good friends, great coaches, and I couldn't think of a greater place to continue my swimming career.
So speaking of your butterfly, we obviously know you for a freestyle, but you're focusing on the butterfly now. Comgame trials, it's for the multi-class events, you're posting times, so that's getting the deadlines coming up nice and close. What's the focus been over the last couple of months?
Since World Champs last year, we really said we want to go all in on 100 butterfly and see how close we can get to qualifying for commies. The QT is 58.2. I'm still a little off that, but we got a couple more chances. I'm going to race the able-bodied 100 fly tomorrow morning. And then we've got a World Cup on the Gold Coast next week, so that's another crack. At the end of the day, whether or not I qualify, it's been a really, really great kind of side project to work on butterfly. And I've done no freestyle at all over the past 4 months, and I'm swimming that quick in it. So I think we're in a really, really great spot for the rest of the season.
We look forward to seeing you in that 100 butterfly tomorrow. Thank you once again and congratulations.
Cheers, mate.
What a fantastic message from Rowan there, having fun and enjoying his swimming. We turn our attention behind the blocks to the B final of event 35, the women's 200-metre breaststroke.
Take your marks.
And away there in lane number 7. Early is Amity. Got off the blocks well, but coming up alongside her, she set the pace early, but this is Amelia Otto and Maddie in lane 5. Yeah, we can now see those girls in the middle of the pool are starting to take over this first 50. Setting themselves up for a good 200.
So it will be Riley who leads through at that 50-metre mark. Amelia in second, Madeline in third. And a really strong split stroke from Riley. She's extended her lead out in front to almost half the body length. Madeline Horvath's now starting to try and come up alongside her during this second 50, and those two have pulled a body length clear of the rest of the field. As we come in towards the 100-metre turn, Riley has responded to Madeline's challenge and leads through by half a second, with Amelia Otto remaining in third place. It's a really tight battle for the minor places here in the B final, but it does look like it's going to be between Madeline and Riley down this third 50. Riley's maintained that half body length lead that she established off the first wall. Madeline stayed on her hips, but hasn't been able to make any inroads.
Yeah, Riley looks really in control here, reaching forward and really holding that glide at the end of the stroke. She'll continue to lead this one. Looks like she's slightly increasing that lead as she turns for home. Really enjoy that pull out there from Maddie. Working really hard on that third turn there and coming home to hold your breath as best you can, but really work on that pull out because you do get some good speed there.
So with 25 metres left to swim, Riley has continued to extend her lead down this final 50 and has the B final in her grasp. The 19-year-old from Surrey Park has put together a really strong swim and is going to go very close to that 240 barrier, taking a big chunk of time off from this morning's heat session. Maddie in second, with Hope Wang getting up for third.
Presenting the medalists for event 34, the men's 50-metre freestyle multiclass. Winner of the bronze medal from Geelong Sharks, James Logan. Winner of the silver medal from Melbourne Vic Centre, Nicholas Layton. And winner of the gold medal in a time of 23.66 from Marion, Rowan Crothers. Introducing the finalists for event 36, the men's 100-metre breaststroke. In lane 0 from Nunawading, Samuel Higgs. In lane 1 from Melbourne Swimming Club, Felix Dressel de Bruyne. In lane 2 from West Illawarra Aquatic, Alistair Gorjovsky. In lane 3 from Melbourne Vic Centre, Sam Williamson. In lane 4 from Bendigo East, Cameron Jordan. In lane 5 from Highlanders, Joshua Young. In lane 6 from Marion, Harrison Bedell. In lane 7 from Nunawading, Lachlan Chan. In lane 8 from Western Melbourne Propulsion, Kelvin Reid. And in lane 9 from Caulfield Aquatics, Nicholas Stupas. These are your finalists for event 36, the men's 100-metre breaststroke.
Take your marks.
Sharp start there from Sam Williamson. As to be expected from a 50 champion.
But it's really good to see that he's been able to put that power into his start once again, following his recovery from his knee injury. And he is holding that lead through this first 50, but Cameron Jordan is coming right up alongside him as they make their way through to that turn. It will be Sam Williamson who swims under 28 seconds in that opening 50. Cam Jordan sitting in second place, Joshua Yong in third.
Yeah, gee, that swim speed from Cam Jordan in the second half of that first 50 was unbelievable. But we can see the experience from the other boys there. Our two Olympians, Josh Yong and Sam Williamson, taking this one.
With 15 metres left to swim, Sam's putting on a really strong performance. He was third through into the final tonight, but there's no doubt who's going to take out the Victorian Open State title. Sam Williamson, welcome back with a 1:00.68. Joshua Yong in second and Cameron Jordan in third.
Up next, we have our B final of event 36, the men's 100-metre breaststroke.
Take your marks.
Out well in the middle of the pool there is Cal. Already swum tonight in the 2 free, so really solid backup here. Tommy Sutherland, former Victorian, now swimming with former Victorian coach and swimmer Ash Delaney in St Andrews on the Sunshine Coast there.
Yeah, there won't be much separating them at the 50-metre turn. Thomas Sutherland, 30.01, just 1/100th ahead of Callum Haller and Lavelle. And then sitting in third is Flynn Skipper. He was at 30.10, so really tight at the top end of this B final.
Yeah, Cal put on a clinic there underwater to separate himself just a bit from the rest of the boys here. See the two training partners from St Andrew there in 4 and 3. Going well on the outside from Caulfield is Nimmo, Jacob Nimmo. But coming down to win that one, 104.24 will be Callum Haller and Lavelle. Tommy Sutherland in second, 104.7, and Flynn Skipper in third, 104.85.
Presenting the medalists for event 35, the women's 200-metre breaststroke, winner of the bronze medal from Nunawading, Riddell Smith. Winner of the silver medal from Melbourne Vic Centre, Lily Kosh. And winner of the gold medal in a time of 2:28.75, also from Melbourne Vic Centre, Tara Kinder. Introducing the finalists for event 37, the women's 50-metre freestyle. In lane 0 from Melbourne Swimming Club, Zara Olawani. In lane 1 from Camberwell Grammar Aquatic, Gabrielle King. In lane 2 from Surrey Park, Nazia Ikosadikis. In lane 3 from St Andrews, Mackenzie Burns. In lane 4 from St Andrews, Chloe Rowe-Hagens. And in lane 5, also from St Andrews, Alyssa Lawson. Swimming out of lane 6 from Swim Zone Racing New Zealand, Madeline Wilson. In lane 7 from Nunawading, Semra Olawani. In lane 8 from Nunawading, Alana Torrance. And in lane 9 from Bendigo East, Azia Fong Sutton. These are your finalists for event 37, the women's 50-metre freestyle.
Great start there from Maddie Wilson in lane number 6, but going well in the middle of the pool is Chloe Rollhagens. Sprint superstar training up there in St Andrews on the Sunshine Coast. What a great staple of swimmers they've got, and she is dominating this one, moving further in front as we head underneath the flags now. It will be Chloe. She'll touch in a time of 25.06. In second place there, Mackenzie Burns, 25.78. And Alyssa Lawson in third there, 25.9.
Up next, we have the B final for event 37, the women's 50-metre freestyle.
Great underwaters there from Lily Kosh. She's up early and racing. But here come the girls in the middle of the pool. Eve Anderson from Bayside going well. As we head underneath the 15-metre mark, she's just got a small gap, but look out for Yuji in lane number 9, swimming out of Surrey Park. As we head to the wall now, it will be Eve Anderson, 26.87. Down there in lane number 9, Yuji 27.06 and Millie Bell 27.11.
Presenting the medalists for event 36, the men's 100-metre breaststroke. Winner of the bronze medal from Bendigo East, Cameron Jordan. Winner of the silver medal from Highlanders, Joshua Young. And winner of the gold medal in a time of 1:00.68 from Melbourne Vic Centre, Sam Williamson. Nick's got Sam on pool deck now for a little catch-up.
Congratulations, Sam. Really strong swim in that 100 there.
Yeah, I had to double-check the board to make sure they got something right, because I thought that can't be the right time considering what I've been doing with my last 9 months, but really happy with that.
So we have been away from the pool for a while. Is there anything you've sort of forgotten how to do or forgotten how long it takes since you've been away?
Yeah, I thought in my 9-month absence maybe Swimming Victoria might be able to run a swim meet on time, but for some reason they decided to run this one a little bit ahead of schedule.
We're just too efficient. So you're warming up. Were you a little bit behind where you thought you needed to be?
Oh, I only ran out on pool deck about 2 minutes before the whistle went, so yeah, I was just sitting in the indoor pool with twiddling my thumbs together thinking I had plenty of time. Well,
speaking of plenty of time, we know that you love to cook. With your injury layoff, you probably had a little bit of extra time. What did you really enjoy cooking up over that break you had?
Oh, just everything with pastry in it. There was donuts, there was hot cross buns, there was croissants, there was sourdough. I mean, you name it, I probably cooked it.
So we look forward to seeing you at self-marshalling on time for your next event, but it's great to have you back and swimming really well. Congratulations again, Sam.
Thank you very much. I'm yet to miss a race.
And we look forward to seeing more racing from Sam Williamson as we move along in our program. Next up, we have event 38, the men's 200-metre backstroke. And introducing our finalists in this event, swimming out of lane 0 from Bendigo East, Henry Allen. In lane 1 from Caulfield Aquatics, Xavier Purcell. In lane 2 from Warringah Aquatic, Zachary Tay. In lane 3 from Sopak, Seabom Lee. In lane 4, from City of Sydney Aquatic Club, Stuart Swinburne. In lane 5, from India, Rishpa Das. In lane 6, from St Andrews, Jack Morrow. In lane 7, from Nunawading, Owen Williams-Polly. In lane 8, from Caulfield Aquatics, Kepler Snyders. And in lane 9, from Ballarat, Tom Urquhart. These are your finalists for event 38, the men's 200-metre backstroke.
Test start. Take your marks.
Sharp start in the middle of the pool there. Stuart Swinburne also had a really good 400 free exhibition yesterday morning. Swam 356. So we know we're going to look out for him in the back half of this race, but he's off to an absolute heater early. Also there is Jack Morrow. Don't forget Henry Allen on the outside, a fastest 100 backstroker in the country.
So Henry is sitting in third place after that opening 50, moving up to second place after his turn, but it is still Stuart out in front through that 75-metre mark. Rishabh and Jack Morrow also swimming nice and strongly. So there's 5 in with a chance at the medals as we head towards this 100-metre turn.
See a few technicians here in the backstroke as we head through this 100-metre turn. Will be Stuart Swinburne, 58.37, really solid first 100, but you can see a couple of them driving through the shoulders into the catch. Jack Morrow is one of them. Stuart's a little bit more steady, rate up high.
And his head is nice and still with that fast rate. He's maintaining it down this third 50 and he's out to over a body length lead as he heads towards this final turn. So it is our visitor from the City of Sydney Aquatic Club who leads with 50 metres left to swim.
Yeah, good swimming here, obviously 1:59.79. Really good heat swim this morning. We're going to take no prisoners tonight either.
So he has 15 metres left to swim. That stroke rate's been picked up in this last 25 as he comes underneath the flags and down to touch. He's well under that 2-minute mark. A great swim here from Stuart, 1:58.84. Rishak in second and Jack Morrow in third.
Behind the blocks, we have our B final of the men's 200-metre backstroke.
Take your marks.
Great start there by Campbell Mills. He'll be up and going early in the middle of the pool there. Lane number 6. Alongside him is Alessandro there.
And also swimming nice and strongly through this opening 25 is Lucas Bell, our visitor from New Zealand. He does look like he's going to be our leader at the 50-metre mark here in the B final of the men's 200-metre backstroke. So Lucas leads through under 30 seconds in that opening 50, followed by Blake Hughes, with Alessandro sitting in 3rd place.
A few good turns there. Important 200 backstroke. You're going to need those legs towards the back end, so maybe we're just a little bit steady on them early. We can see Lucas has really just dropped off those legs. You're going to need them at every single turn. You're going to have to be at the top of your game. Pick your amount of kicks off the wall, whether that's 6, 8 or 4, or maybe you're a 12. As he'll lead us through 103.02.
A really strong turn from Alessandro. Came from 3rd place as he headed into that turn, hit the wall in 2nd place and popped up in the lead. Got the most of his underwaters and he's trying to hold it down this 3rd 50, so he's still holding on to 1st place, but the mover now is Zayden Burson in lane 4. So Zayden turned in 4th. He's moved all the way up to 2nd as he approaches this last turn, just half a body length behind Alessandro.
So we're going to focus here on Alessandro on this turn. Yeah, he spends the most amount of time underwater and really utilises his skills, those underwaters. Super valuable in a 200-metre backstroke. When life starts to get tough here with 25 metres to go.
So it's going to be a great battle in the final 15 metres here in the B final. Alessandro's holding on to the lead. Lucas is charging strongly and Zayden's coming through in the middle. They head underneath the flags together and down to touch. Who's going to take the B final out? It will be our early leader, Lucas. He stormed home in that last 50 to get the touch to take out the B final.
Presenting the medalists for event 37, the women's 50-metre freestyle. Winner of the bronze medal from St Andrews, Alyssa Lawson. Winner of the silver medal from St Andrews, Mackenzie Burns. And winner of the gold medal in a time of 25.06, also from St Andrews, Chloe Rohagans. Introducing our finalists for event 39, the women's 100-metre freestyle multiclass. In lane 0 from Surrey Park, Brooke Kafer. In lane 1 from Sale Swimming Club, Mackenzie Gibbs. In lane 2 from Geelong, Evie Lee. In lane 3 from Wharenui Swim Club, New Zealand, Lily Fox Mason. In lane 4 from Corowa, Mia Hogan. In lane 5 from Ballarat Gold, Sarah Howe. In lane 6 from Western Melbourne Propulsion, Jessica McDermott. In lane 7 from Marion, Jasmine Fullgrab. In lane 8 from Ballarat Gold, Anna Layton. And in lane 9 from Caulfield Aquatics, Amber Stelling. These are your finalists for event 39, the women's 100-metre freestyle multiclass.
Take your marks.
Up well in the middle of the pool there is Mia Hogan. She's our early leader as we head through the 25-metre mark, but swimming really well early is Jasmine Fullgrab in lane number 7.
Yeah, so Jasmine is one of our S9 athletes visiting from South Australia.
Yeah, she's one of our South Australian Institute swimmers. So a high-level athlete there, swimming out of Marion.
But it is our 13-year-old, Mia Hogan. We saw her put together a really strong 50-metre event earlier. Now she's tackling this 100. She's doing a really good job of keeping her legs going nice and strong down this second 50.
Yeah, should we get with 15 metres to go? She is motoring home here. Sarah Howe doing her best to try to keep with her. Just a few more metres now until they touch that wall. It will be Mia Hogan 106.14, followed through by Sarah Howe 107.1, and Jasmine Fulgrab 108.28 in lane 7.
Presenting the medalists for event 38, the men's 200-metre backstroke. Winner of the bronze medal from St Andrews, Jack Morrow. Winner of the silver medal from India, Rishabh Das. And winner of the gold medal in a time of 1:58.84 from City of Sydney Aquatic Club, Stuart Swinburne. Introducing the finalists for event 40, the men's 100-metre freestyle multiclass. In lane 0 from Geelong, Bradley Doolan. In lane 1 from Oasis Otters, Calvin Tran. In lane 2 from Yarra Plenty Waves, Cooper Harrington. In lane 3 from Traralgon, Lockie Bellion. In lane 4 from Nunawading, Cole Pearce. In lane 5 from Melton, Benjamin Wills. In lane 6 from Geelong Sharks, James Logan. In lane 7 from Westbourne Swim Club, William Fort. In lane 8 from Nunawading, James Shield. And in lane 9 from Dannevirke, New Zealand, Jonty Joseph Howland. These are your finalists for event 40, the men's 100-metre freestyle multiclass.
Test start. Take your marks.
Lightning quick off the block. Here's Cole Pearce, Paralympian. Absolutely motoring through this first 25. He's gone with a butterfly in this one. Again, it is freestyle. You can choose whatever you want to do. So, butterfly, look, stroke of his choice. We head through this first 50. He'll touch 27.47. That is a lightning quick first 50 there from Cole. Unbelievable. He looks really strong doing butterfly. Ben Wills doing a really good job trying to keep up with him.
In fact, maybe making up a little bit of ground as well down this second 50. Cole was out in that 27, so took it out very fast for this 100. He was under the minute in the heats this morning. He's going to go under that minute again here, a little bit quicker as well, 59.14 onto the wall, ahead of Benjamin Wills, 101.09, with James Logan touching in third, 102.17. Keep an eye on a few of these outside lane athletes. Got a range of our different classifications within our final tonight. As Bradley Doolan comes in, he's picked up a few medals across the weekend. And Jonty touching now in a 128.52. Presenting the medalists for event 39, the women's 100-metre freestyle multiclass. Winner of the bronze medal from Wharenui Swim Club, New Zealand, Lily Fox-Mason. Winner of the silver medal from Marion, Jasmine Fulgrab. And winner of the gold medal in a time of 107.10 from Ballarat Gold, Sarah Howe. Behind the blocks now, we have the swimmers in event 41, the women's 800-metre freestyle relay. My apologies, we are heading down with our gold medalist from the 100-metre freestyle. Next with Sarah now.
Congratulations, Sarah. Great swim in the 100 freestyle. Were you really happy with your performance tonight?
It's a little bit over my PB, but I'm just coming back from illness and everything, and it was better than this morning, so I'll take what I can get.
You had a really busy January when we were at country championships in Geelong. So Ballarat Gold did really well, and yourself, you had great performances. What's one of those favourite things you like about competing at country championships?
Oh, just everything, honestly. I come back every year for it because, like, the people, the swimming, it's just like, it's all about the team. It's not about yourself. Like, you just go, you do as many races as you possibly can to get as many points, and it's just, it's so much fun.
And the support that your team members are showing on the sideline in between each races, does that really help you perform at countries?
Oh, 100%. I think most of us end up losing our voices every year afterwards because everyone, if you're not racing or cooling down or anything, you're on the sidelines just screaming your heart out. Yeah.
So it was great congratulations on another win here and a fantastic performance at countries back in January. And we look forward to seeing you racing again tomorrow.
Thank you.
Thanks, Nick and Sarah. Now we'll focus our attention behind the blocks for event 41, the women's 800-metre freestyle relay.
Take your marks.
Good to see Nana Watting out there early, taking the lead, but Melbourne going with them, as is Surrey Park and MLC. They don't want Nana Watting with a clean sweep of the relays. Nana Watting doing a really good job in the 4x1 medley relay last night. Leading us through in this first 50 will be Melbourne, 29.43.
But it does look like Nuttawatting, through Kira Jess, has taken over the lead here in this second 50. Relaxed, controlled opening 50, but now she's really put the burners on here in this second 50 to try and move Nuttawatting clear of the pack here in this opening leg.
4x2 is a really cool event. Australia's been really strong at it throughout the years internationally. It's really cool to see the clubs having a go at this, really test the depth and the training and who's doing a lot of work at the moment and who's fit and strong.
It does look like Nuttawatting are keen to hold on to their streak that you mentioned in the relays. They set the standard last night. We've got lots of relays at our Open Championship program, and it is Kira Jeffs who's leading the way for Nuttawatting as she turns through at the 150-metre mark. 3 seconds clear of the rest of the chasers.
Surrey Park starting to move well here as we head down the final 50 of this first 200. They've moved clear of Melbourne. We're in third place, and back there in fourth is MLC, and then the rest of the pack are chasing strong. So we look to the changeover now. Great to see the swimmer from Nuttawatting use all of the block, run down the block, use that momentum, and away they go. Bit of a transfer of energy as we see Nuttawatting continue their streak, their lead.
So it is Alana Torrance who's taken over for Nuttawatting, powering away in this opening 50. Rita Taha from Surrey Park is sitting in second place.
MLC fighting back on this one. That first 50, they've clawed their way back up to the hips of Melbourne Swim Club out there in lane number 3. MLC down in lane number 6. So looking across the bottom of Surrey Park there, plenty to chase.
No surprise to see a good swim from Abby Mesha from MLC. We saw her in the 400 earlier tonight. Backing up into this 200 freestyle relay. Nuttawatting continues to lead halfway through this second leg. Alana Torrance looking comfortable out in front. Rita Taha's now got a 2 body length lead over Abby Mesha, chasing from MLC, who have now moved into 3rd place ahead of Melbourne Swimming Club.
Yeah, we're starting to see a spread now, a larger gap between each swimmer.
So as Alana makes her way down her final 50, she's doing a really good job of keeping those legs going nice and strong. That 6-speed kick has remained constant throughout this 200. As she makes her way down to the false start rope, with Dakota Mathis, her teammate, up on the block. So another strong leg there from Nuttawatting. They've extended their lead over Surrey Park, with MLC comfortably into 3rd place. So they're our gold, silver and bronze medalists halfway through this 800-metre relay.
Some really, really good changeovers across the board there. Australia as a country, we really value those relays, and it was something that Rowan Taylor pointed out early in his tenure when he came on board as the head coach. He really wanted us to perform on the world stage, winning gold medals in the relay, and it's really good to see that transition of that intention from Rowan here at the Victorian Championships. I watched all of those changeovers there for the 3rd swimmer, and they looked really, really crisp.
And we're lucky enough to have Rowan join us on commentary in the opening heat session. So he's always watching those swimmers across a multitude of levels, not just those who are in that Australian team. He's looking at the ones who might be future Dolphins coming through. And Dakota Mathis continues to lead for Nuttawatting, but it is tightening up between Judy St. Amand and Lucy Ma from Surrey Park and MLC respectively, and they turn together at that 500-metre mark.
Yeah, Lucy Ma there from MLC, just squeaking out in front of her competitor there in lane number 5. Got a good little battle going on there. One more swimmer to come. It's all Nuttawatting out in front though. Sizable lead, looks to be 15 to 20 metres now.
Just been a really consistent performance from Nuttawatting in these opening 3 legs. So we saw Kira get off to a nice strong start in that opening leg. Alana responded. Dakota's done the same thing. Dakota's come in just for this 200-metre relay to help the team out. And she's going to hand over to Lucy Doyle, who's the 4th swimmer for Nuttawatting. A nice strong 205 there from Dakota, maybe even a 204 high. So really strong swim there from Dakota, who's just back from that Victorian trip to the Dubai Open. He's a member of that Horton squad. MLC sitting in 2nd place, Surrey Park in 3rd.
Gee, we've got a really good race here. Those girls in lane 5 and 6. They've seen the work laid out from their 3 previous teammates, and they are going for it now. The battle there is for 2nd and 3rd. Nuttawatting are well and truly running away with this one now.
So it is Lucy Reid who's holding on to 2nd place for MLC, ahead of Surrey Park. But Surrey Park is starting to make a little bit of a move. They gain 0.3 of a second in that opening 50. But Lucy Doyle for Nuttawatting is looking really comfortable in this opening 100. So she's going to turn through with 100 metres left to swim with a 20-metre lead over the tight battle between MLC Aquatic and Surrey Park for 2nd and 3rd.
The tough thing about the 4x2 is not trying to win back that gap in the first 25 metres or that first 50 is slowly etching it back. Remember, it's a 200. That's a tough race. It's tough to be it flat out the whole entire way. You've kind of got to think about it, use your strengths as best you can. We've got 75 metres to go, and these girls are going for it. The kicks dropped slightly. A lot of emotion was running early in that first 25. Now, let's see, how has this training been working? We've had a bit of a Christmas break, New Year's.
We've got 55 metres to go now.
So the volume in the stadium continues to rise as we've got 25 metres left to swim. We do know that it's going to be Nunawading out in front. They started off strongly, they pulled clear of the field, and they are going to take out the Victorian Open state title in the 4x200. A really polished performance, and they come into touch in 4:26, but the battle for second is heating up. MLC Aquatic is holding on to a half-body length lead, but it's getting smaller and smaller as we head underneath the flag. Surrey Park is flying home. Who will get the touch? They reach together, and it goes to MLC. What a race for silver and bronze. MLC get the silver, Surrey Park get the bronze, but it was all Nunawading out in front to take the gold.
Presenting the medalist for event 40, the men's 100-metre freestyle multi-class. Winner of the bronze medal from Traralgon, Lockie Bellion. Winner of the silver medal from Geelong Sharks, James Logan. And winner of the gold medal in a time of 59.14 from Nunawading, Cole Pearce. Behind the blocks, we have our swimmers in our final event for the evening, event 42, the men's 800-metre freestyle relay.
marks.
And away we go here for our men's 4x2 freestyle. Only one heat in this one. 8 teams entered, and out early on the outside, Ivanhoe Swim B.
And being led off by Eli Billman, so it's no surprise to see some early speed there. But in the centre of the pool, it is Western Melbourne Propulsion who are sitting just behind them, with James McBride leading them off. Those two teams have a body link lead over the rest of the field as we settle into this second 50 of our opening leg. So now James McBride from Propulsion has taken over the lead. He's looking to pull away from the rest of the field as he makes his way through his 100-metre turn. So nice, strong opening 100, under 55 seconds. Eli Billman from Ivanhoe Swim sitting in second place, with Surrey Park in third.
Yeah, James already swum that 200 freestyle final tonight. He's looking really good. He was the second fastest qualifier through from this morning, 1:52.
And so James turns into his final 50. Another 29.50. He's extended his lead out to almost 3 seconds over Surrey Park, who've now moved into second, with Ivanhoe Swim in third. But Eli Billman is using his sprint speed in this last 50 to come storming back up alongside Surrey Park. So that battle for second and third is nice and tight as we reach the concluding stages of this opening leg.
1:53.34. Good fast changeover.
As we make our way into this second leg, is still Western Melbourne Propulsion out in front. Surrey Park are now comfortably in second place. Ivanhoe Swim holding down third, with Melbourne Swim Club in fourth.
Got a really nice scattering of teams here all over the joint. Propulsion out in front from lane number 5. Surrey Park A and lane number 3 doing well, and Ivanhoe hanging on after an incredible first leg. Looking to catch up to them. On the outside there is Melbourne there in lane number 7, but still leading us through at the 300-metre mark is Propulsion. Starting to work their way up now is Surrey Park A.
And also making a bit of a move in the middle of the pool is Nunawading. So Nunawading have now moved into that battle for third place after sitting a little bit further behind after that opening leg. Western Melbourne Propulsion have led after taking over after the opening 50 of the race. Ivanhoe Swim were our early leaders. Then it's all been Western Melbourne Propulsion. But here comes Surrey Park. Surrey Park moving right up alongside Western Melbourne Propulsion as we head towards the halfway mark of this relay.
Yeah, we're starting to get some movement here in this last 50 of the second leg. Out there, Kojima from Ivanhoe A also working hard to stay away from Melbourne. That battle for the minor medals is still on there. Changeover there will be Propulsion in first still. Surrey Park close behind. There goes Ivanhoe in third. Working really hard to change over for their teammates. Melbourne in fourth. Really tight. Nunawading in fifth. They're not far away from it either.
Some of these athletes have had a big program today. The middle day of the state championship program had that 800 free. We've seen some of them backing up again. We also had a lot of 200s. So it's definitely the tough swimmers who are pushing themselves forward here in this relay. And it is still Western Melbourne Propulsion who lead and have re-extended their lead in the opening stages of this third leg ahead of Surrey Park.
I imagine many of these athletes would have swum a 200 IM, a 200 freestyle, or possibly even a 200 backstroke today, whether they've done heats and finals. So plenty of fatigue as you head down the second half of your 200. You see the gentleman here turning it. The gap is getting a little tighter. Surrey Park just tickling the toes there of Propulsion. Starting now to scratch that itch, move forward.
So it was a body link. It's now half a body link as we head into this final turn for our third swimmers. And moving into third place now is Nuttawading, but out in front, we are dead even. Surrey Park has moved right up alongside Propulsion and have taken over the lead now as they emerge from that turn for the first time all race.
Advantage Surrey Park here as we head to the changeover. 25 metres to go. A little bit less now as we head to the 15-metre mark. Breathing towards Melbourne. He's able to put in a little bit extra effort. There goes the kick. Big and strong now. Trying to get as much advantage as possible to change over for the third swimmer. Or the last swimmer, sorry.
So it was a really strong last 50 from Surrey Park. And they've established a nice, strong lead over Western Melbourne Propulsion. Nuttawading sitting in third place, Melbourne sitting in fourth.
A lot of movement there with that swimmer. That was a crucial swimmer from all of the teams. We saw lots of movement. Surrey Park had a big move. Nuttawading had a massive move. Melbourne have moved past Ivanhoe, but they've let Nunna get in front of them, so they're still in fourth.
And so Lachlan Jackett-Simpson from Western Melbourne Propulsion has reduced the margin in this opening 100 to Surrey Park. It was 2.5 body lengths. It's down to a body length. He's closing it down to half a body length as we head to the turn with 100 metres left to swim.
Double breath into the wall there from Lockie. He's pretty tired. He went out really hard in that individual 200 freestyle final, but he's made really good effort of that turn now. He's breathing towards Surrey Park the whole way. Checking him out, just sitting along. Again, like we said, this 200 in a relay, don't get too emotional. Don't get out too fast, too quickly if you can't handle it. Inch by inch, stroke by stroke as we head to this last turn now. It is Lockie from Propulsion back out in front of Surrey Park. Here we go.
So Daniel Shivatarese is trying to respond to Lachlan Jackett-Simpson. Lachlan Jackett-Simpson has moved into the lead. He's pulled a body length clear. We saw them being set up in that opening leg by James McBride. It got tight in the middle of the race, but with 15 metres left to swim, he's getting cheered on by his teammates as he's coming underneath the flags. It will be Western Melbourne Propulsion who are first to the wall to take out the state title ahead of Surrey Park. And a nice, strong finishing leg from Melbourne Swimming Club has moved them into the bronze medal ahead of Nuttawading. Definitely plenty of action there in our last event of the night. Those 200 relays lived up to the hype. And that concludes a great night two of action at our 2026 Mattioli Victorian Open Long Course Championships. We look forward to you guys joining us once again tomorrow morning at 10 a.m.
Presenting the medalists for event 41, the women's